Alright, so we'll do Lynn and Hector last of all. Start with Elowood Ninian here. Lord Elowood! Ninian, I'd like to thank you. Huh? What is it? Why, the formality. Lady Lynn told me. She told me it was you. You were the one who helped me 1 year ago. Oh, that. I apologize. I had lost consciousness, and I fear I never properly thanked you, Lord Elowood. Don't let it concern you. I wanted to help. But still. Oh, I know. Next time you are free, show me your dancing. Not one of the little dances, something special. A special dance, my lord? Sorry, I didn't mean to sound too forward. No, not at all. I'd be glad to. Great, then it's a deal. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, I am too. In Foray, every year, we hold a grand harvest festival. Everyone in the land comes to eat, drink, and dance. That sounds like fun. You should come too, Ninian. Everyone would be happy to see your dancing, I think. The one you showed me the other day was truly beautiful. Thank you. My mother too loves dancing, you know. She would be pleased. At festival time, she dances all night like a young maiden. My father always clucked his tongue and shook his head, but each year he would dance with her until the dawn. Forgive me. You must think of my father often enough. No, it's alright. I mean, not compared to you, Lord Elowood. Does she mean she thinks of Elowood more than she thinks of... No, probably not. Probably not what she means. Ninian, remember what I told you. My father's death was not your fault. You should not blame yourself at all. But Lord Elowood, you're wrong. You don't know everything that... What? I have been deceiving you. Deceiving? What do you mean? It is just... I'm sorry. Ninian? Ninian, don't cry. I don't know what has happened, but I do know I never want to see you so sad. Ninian! Lord Elowood, I finally caught up with you. What's wrong, Ninian? Why the long face? Please do not worry on my account. I am not worthy. I am not even worthy to stand in your sight, Lord Elowood. I have been deceiving you. Yes, as you were saying before, Ninian, you have been keeping some secret from us? Yes, but you can't tell me what it is, am I right? Yes. Very well. What? If it is too hard for you to talk about, I will not force you. Just, if you ever feel able, tell me then. But I have been false. I have lied to you and the others. Ninian, I love you. That will not change no matter what may come. But Elowood, I don't care what your secret is. I will still feel the same. Unless you're some weird, gross dragon girl. If something troubles you, let me sweep it away. Please don't cry anymore. I would do anything to see you smile again. You are the first woman I have ever felt this way about, Ninian. Lord Elowood, I don't know what... Lord Elowood. Lord Elowood. Oh boy. Lord Elowood, you're not hurt. Marcus? Thanks, I'm fine. Perhaps it is not my place, but Lord Elowood, you should stay out of combat, I think. Let me deal with the enemy. You can join me, Lord Elowood, and thus travel in safety. I'm afraid that cannot be. This is my journey to make. It is my responsibility. Lord Elowood, well, I cannot say that I am not impressed by your strength. You have truly grown, and for that, I am joyful. Ah, Marcus, your sentiments are always larger than life. But it does make me lonely, you know? When you were born, Lord Elowood, why, I had just received the honor of knighthood. When you were little, how you would follow me everywhere. Stop it, you embarrass me, good friend. Oops. Lord Elowood, Marcus, I have been watching you progress on your journey. What is it? There's no need for formalities with me. Ah, it's just, I was thinking how much you've grown. Even on this journey, seeing you go off to battle, brave and strong, you have much of your father's presence. You think so? I do. Mine eyes fill with tears of joy, truly. There you go with the poetry again, Marcus. That reminds me of something my father once spoke of. Marcus, you went into battle by my father's side when he was young? Indeed. I was just a page at the time, but under Lord Elbert's command I swung my spear as best I could. And you fight by my side on this journey as well. Ugh. I made a promise to Lord Elbert. I swore to protect the Lord Elwood until his return. Knights of Foray always carry out their orders, you see. Unlike Wallace from Caleb. And Foray owes its very existence to you, Marcus. Thank you. Thanks are wasted on me. I merely do my duty. Lord Elwood. Marcus, it is good to see you are well. Marcus? What is wrong? You concern yourself with a mere retainer in the midst of battle, even in such a horrid conflict as this one. Still, you have lost none of your heart, Lord Elwood. Your sentiments could make a mourner smile, Marcus. Take care of your heart, Lord Elwood. You will need it to lead your people upon your return to Foray. Yes, let us all return to Foray together. For that alone, we must win this battle. Should we fall on the road, my dear mother's heart would never mend. Do not worry, my young lord. I, Marcus, will defend you. I have sworn that Lord Elwood will return safely to Foray. And return you shall, to find a lovely, kind wife to lead with you. Then you will follow in Lord Elbert's footsteps. Then, when your child is grown and ready to go off to battle, Roy, I, Marcus, will be there to accompany and protect him. Whoa, spoilers for Fire Emblem 6. I do know Marcus is in Fire Emblem 6. I'm pretty sure he's playable. He's already like a pre-promo paladin in this. Jeez. I know no knight of Foray more worthy of the title than you. I thank you, as does my future son, Roy. It occurs to me, when Lord Elbert became engaged to the Lady Eleonora, why, he was the same age as you are now, Lord Elwood. As a faithful retainer of Foray, I must make haste to find you a suitable wife. Marcus. Lord Elwood, please forgive me. What is it, Lowen? You must forgive me. I had no intention. I am sorry. Oh, were General Marcus to find out, I'm finished. Through. Lowen, perhaps you could tell me what happened. Yes, my lord. It is that, this morning, you see, did you eat breakfast, my lord? Breakfast? As I thought. You haven't had breakfast, have you? Yes, now that you mention it. I was busy, I must have forgotten. I knew it. It was my fault. I overslept. And now Lord Elwood is gone without breakfast. Lowen, please. Missing one meal is not such a big affair. Oh, but it is. This is a most unforgivable oversight. If the stomach is empty, empty too lies the heart. You know the proverb. Actually, that's the first time I have ever heard that one. And you must remember it from henceforth. If the stomach is empty, empty too lies the heart. Remember? Yes. Good. Then I shall bring something for you to eat forthwith. Lowen? What's wrong, Lowen? Lowen! Lowen always talks about food. I can't remember, does he ship with Rebecca? Okay, that makes sense. Does she cook for him? Marcus Foray's young son, just and honorable. Lowen, how do you feel? Ah, Lord Elwood, how embarrassed I am to faint before you like that. It's really no matter, but may I ask you something? Yes, your will is my command. When you collapsed then, was it really because you hadn't eaten breakfast? Yes, of course. I see. What Do you mean to say, Lord Elwood, that you never collapse? Not just from missing a meal or two, no. Truly? How very odd. Is something wrong, Lord Elwood? Just a passing faintness. Lord Elwood, perhaps. Yes? Perhaps you did not eat your breakfast? Well, and after I had given you such a thorough warning. Wait right there, I will bring you something. Levin, wait! I'd best warn Marcus. Green hair is just a walking broiler chicken. There's one of the couples has a paired ending where it's like, oh, their green-haired children are blah 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 blah. But I think it might be Rebecca and Guy. Lewin. Ah, Lord Elwood, how are you today? Have you properly broken your fast? Yes, quite. Indeed, that is good to hear. Lewin, I have been meaning to ask you. How was it? The taste, I mean. I was rather proud of my work today, I must admit. Wait a moment. The food I'm eating, you've been preparing it? Why, yes. You, an esquire, why? My father was the chef to the previous Marquis of Foray. In other words, Lord Elwood, he cooked for your grandfather. Roy. Until he threw out his back, that is. Your father, too, acquired a taste for his cooking, you see. But whenever I had the pleasure of joining him on his tours of the domain, I always took it upon myself to prepare his every meal. Oh, I get it now. I am afraid I do not know your taste, Lord Elwood. Everything I have made on this trip has been things your Lord Father Albert favored. I do hope you find them suitable to your palate. For an esquire such as yourself to cook with your patrol and watch duties, where do you find the time? I mean, you really don't have to. Ever since Lord Albert went missing, Lord Elwood's meals have grown smaller. You don't eat. Lady Eleanor and General Marcus have been quite concerned. Yet when you left on your journey and I began to cook for you, we found you would eat more. I've been cooking ever since. Levin, I had no idea. Please, don't think of it. Seeing Lord Elwood healthy brings me as much joy. Thank you. I will do my best to clean my plate henceforth, hungry or not. I meant to tell you, the food has been quite delicious. Thank you, my lord. Lord Elwood. Ah, Hawken. How may I help you? Please allow me to speak frankly. Might you allow the fighting to be left in our hands from here out? Hawken? Lord Elwood, you are the heart of our army. When I imagine the worst that might happen, I think it wiser for you to remain at the rear of our forces. You worry overmuch, Hawken. I will be fine. If I die, they have to restart the chapter anyway. Though I am inexperienced in battle, this is true. And I apologize for giving you cause to worry. Still, no, I did not mean to suggest that anyone doubts your prowess. Indeed, your arm in battle has improved by leaps and bounds since Foray. I believe you are an equal to even your father, Lord Elbert, now. Yet, still, we are concerned. I ask at least that you do not take any unnecessary risks. Lord Elwood. Ah, Hawken. I hate to seem imposing, but I must ask you again. Please, your safety is of utmost importance. If you would just refrain from combat and leave the fighting to me. I thank you, Hawken, but still, I have my reasons why I must fight, until I finish what I have set out to do on my journey. I cannot think of escaping or avoiding my enemies in any way. Lord Elwood, please, should something indeed befall me, look to my mother. She will be alone. You and the people of Foray must support her. I'm sorry. But that I cannot promise. Hawken? I could not protect Lord Elbert. Were I to lose Lord Elwood as well, what right would I have ever to appear before your lady mother again? Should I lose you, I am prepared to lose myself in turn. Hawken! You must understand, Lord Elwood. Your life is precious to all of us. It is more valuable by far than even our own lives. Hawken. Even though I get to have a good support. Hearken! Lord Elwood, I must apologize. My selfishness has caused you much worry, I know. No, nothing of the sort. I thought a great deal about what you said. Hearken, I am not entirely unable to understand your feelings. I know I have told you that my father's death was not your fault, yet I know my words cannot change your heart. I understand what you mean. How it would feel if you could not protect me either. But I have a goal to accomplish. I cannot look away from that, nor is it something I can accomplish should I die. So I will not. I cannot die. I will live, complete my mission, and return to my mother's side. Yes, that is why you must leave the fighting. The same goes for you too, Hearken. My lord. You are here to protect me, yes? You must not go so far that you fall and cannot complete your mission. I need you to live to the end to help me on my path. Lord Elwood. We will live, the both of us, and return to Ferre. Anything less would risk my mother's displeasure, and my father's. My lord, I understand. Yay. Oh, man. This is a romantic one. So, Fiora, have you gotten used to being in our ranks? Yes, thank you, my lord. We mercenaries are quick to adapt to new commands. Yes, and you are of the Pegasus Knights of Ilia, are you not? Seeing the way you fight, I can imagine their quality. Your praise is an honor. I will do my best not to betray your trust in my skills. Please don't worry about formalities with me. We are equals, fighting together for a common cause. Equals? But, my lord, I like to think of everyone in this troop as a friend, regardless of standing, gender, or age. All are friends, and all are irreplaceable. You seem surprised. There goes another naive lordling with his head in the clouds. Something like that? No, never, but I don't imagine that a lordling of Lycia could think that way for long. You speak the truth, of course, but what I said was no lie. Lord Elwood, you see, speaking personally, I like that way of thinking. I just do not believe it possible. I'll take that as a compliment. Oh, you sly dog. Fiora, tell me, you are Florina's eldest sister, are you not? I am. She is a shy girl, always aware of other people's eyes. When she went off from her apprenticeship, I worried and worried. You are a good sister. I wish that were so. You are both knights, yes? That's rare in Lycia. Yes, as children we decided that we would become Pegasus Knights. I did not want to send my own child sister to war, but Ilia offered few options other than the mercenary way. I see. My father once told me of your homeland long ago. The ground of Ilia is covered year-round in the whitest snow, he said, and it is a harsh life for the people who live there. Yet, because many Ilians turn to being mercenaries, they are looked down upon, without reason, by other lands. Yes, but there is nothing to be done about it. No matter how many tears we shed, the snow will not melt. But they are salty, so maybe it would help a little bit. Better to fight for my homeland and win honor that way. As a member of the Pegasus Knights of Ilia, Fiora, I can tell you have a strong sense of responsibility, but do not be too hard on yourself. Should you overwork yourself and fall, you will end up with nothing. Yes, I would say the same to you, Lord Elwood. Fiora. Yes, Lord Elwood. I had a thought while watching you fight. I feared you may be working too hard. Resting is as important as fighting, remember. Thank you, my lord, but I am a Pegasus Knight of Ilia. When I think of the people of my homeland, I cannot but fight harder. Still, my performance here reflects on all the Knights of Ilia. The more tasks I complete, the bigger the reward I bring home, and the happier my people may live. What about your happiness? What? I know your homeland of Ilia is a poor land, and I know thoughts of your sister weigh heavily in your mind. But do not forget, you have a right to happiness too. Were you to become a sacrifice for your country, that would not do. No one would be happy then. But Elwood... forgive me, perhaps it is not my place. Still, watching you, I felt I had to say something. For someone as talented as yourself not to find happiness, well, that would be the greatest tragedy of all. I must admit, that is the first time anyone has ever said something like that to me. But let us not linger here over long. Yes, of course. I beg your leave. Ah, wait a moment, Fiora. Yes? I would like you to stay nearby by my side, so that I may protect you. Lord Elwood. Yes, I understand. Dude, Sane could use some pointers from Elwood, holy crap. He's like, your needs are important too. Alright. On to Lynn. A young girl from the Lorca tribe, stout-hearted and kind. Elwood. Lindis? Something the matter? I was watching your swordplay just now. You're quite good. I had no idea you could handle a sword so well. I've had my share of practice. Just, I'm not sure how well it will serve me in real battle. Where did you learn that style? My father taught me the basics. Then I received some instruction from Marcus. I spar once every 2 months with Hector, too. Sparring, huh? Interested in a new partner? Who, you? I don't have a problem with that. Just so long as you don't go easy on me. I'm very serious when I spar. Wouldn't want you to get hurt. Of course, I understand. I'll be ready. Elwood, you're well informed about the other lords of Lycia, are you not? Are there any lordlings close to my age, besides you and Hector? Of course, there's quite a few. And some are women, I take it? If they enjoyed swordplay as much as I do, we'd become fast friends. What do you think? Know anyone? Let me see. Someone skilled with the spear, or axe, or bow would be fine too, of course. I don't know any ladies skilled in the martial arts. Most of them never leave the castle, for that matter. The only time I see them are at banquets and such. Banquets, I see. Those are no place for someone from the plains like me. Oh well. Chancellor Reisman tells me I need to learn manners. I have to attend all these affairs in place of my ill grandfather, you see. The Chancellor doesn't think I act enough like a lady of Kalin. That's why I was hoping to find a lady that could teach me. You've got your work cut out for you. Oh no, Elwood! Mayday! Mayday! Say, could you teach me, Elwood? Teach me how to act like a lady? Do you think I know? No, I guess you wouldn't. My grandfather must be vexed to have me as a grandchild. My late mother was gentle, well-mannered, and beautiful. Well, you're beautiful, Lindis. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What? Elwood, what did you... I mean, when we were sparring this last time, I was thinking, the way you move, so like the wind. It was like watching a beautiful dance. He's just into dancers, isn't he? Oh, my swordplay is beautiful. Right. You have leave to say that. You may call my swordplay beautiful. Say, Elwood. Ah, Lindis. You've gotten much better since our last match. I'll have to do my best not to fall behind. Yes, well, about sparring, I was wondering if you might not teach me something else. Something else? Yes, well, you know, even if you can't teach me about being a lady, there is much to learn. Manners and such? That is fine by me, but I think you're worrying too much. You should relax, take it in stride. Yes, but I have so far to go. I'm not like a lady at all. My grandfather took me in, a mixed-blood child, but I fear the other nobles of Lycia will not be so accepting. I do not want the Sakai blood in my veins to bring my father shame, or grandfather shame for that matter. You sound shy. Nothing like the Lindis I know. What? When I first saw you in Cathalete, I thought, what strength she has in her eyes, that woman. I seem to remember, Lindis. Back then, you didn't know what to think about your noble Lycian blood, but the Sakai blood in you. For that, you had nothing but the purest pride. Remember how you felt. You don't have to be like anyone else, Lindis. Yes, you're right. I guess I lost myself. Thank you, Elwood. I feel better, somewhat. No need to thank me. When I was on the plains, I used to despise the nobility, but I've changed. I think it happened a year ago when I met you. You believed in me. You helped me. Hey, I wouldn't have made it this far without your help, too. You are my good friend. This is what friends do. Now, shall we? Let's go. Florina, are you well? Lady Lindis. I'm well, thank you. Good. I was worried, but don't go out alone if you can. You never know where archers might be lurking. Yes. Are you carrying enough healing salve? Your weapons, are they all in order? Well, let's see, a vulnerary. And, my lance is here. And, It's alright, Flavina. Take your time. I'm here should anything happen. But Lady Lindis, it should be the other way around. I'm here to protect you. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Didn't I always look out for you back on the plains? Remember? Of course, but... No buts. Let's head out, Flavina. Lady Lindis. Flavina? A spider! What is it? I heard a scream. I'm sorry. A bee was chasing me. Close. I couldn't help it. Really? You gave me quite a scare. But that reminds me of that time. Remember, Flavina, when we first met? Oh, not that. I was out hunting when I saw a Pegasus wandering about. When I went to see what was going on, I saw you hanging onto that tree branch. What was I supposed to do? All those bees came flying out at me. I was so frightened. I remember you were crying because you couldn't get down. I couldn't believe that you, a little girl, were a Pegasus knight. Please don't tell that story anymore. It's so embarrassing. You know how dishonorable it is to fall from a Pegasus? Don't worry. I won't tell a soul. It will always be our little secret, all right? All right, but that better be a promise. Those were the days, though. You and me riding on the plains, the wind blowing across the grass. Lady Lindis? Phew. Lady Lindis, are you all right? Flarina. Is something the matter? Might I be of some help? Thanks. But it's really nothing. It can't be fixed anyway. Is it the plains? What? Please don't hide it even from me. You want to return to the plains, don't you, Lynn? I know how you used to leave the castle and gaze out from the hill at Caelid. It's just, it doesn't seem fair. I know. With my grandfather in his condition, I'm the only one to watch over the castle. You shouldn't force yourself, though. I'm sure that Lord Housen would understand. Living on the plains just seems right for you, Lynn. Lorena. Guess what? You stopped calling me Lindis. And you're speaking much more frankly now. I apologize. I'm such a scatterbrain. Please, Flavirina, don't... I, too, thought it was the way we had to be with each other. But I was wrong. I can't take it anymore. I've been so lonely all this time, leaving the plains, and you, my best friend, treating me like a noble stranger. What does rank and birth have to do with anything? I'm still myself, and you're still you. Please, talk to me normally like you always used to. Lynn. I'm sorry. I had no idea you felt that way. I do, and someday when I return to the plains, come with me, won't you? I may not be able to pay you like I do now, but I would like you with me, Flarina, as a friend. Yes, that would be nice. Let's stick together no matter what happens, now and always. Wrath. Lynn. Thank you, Wrath. You've saved me again. I need no thanks from a fellow plains dweller. Actually, there's something that I've always wanted to ask you. What's that? Are all Kutola men so quiet? My father and the other Loki men didn't talk much, but they were gossiping magpies compared to you. And you never smile either. Why? Are you mad because I dragged you here? Into this? Are you angry with me? Because if you are... I'm not angry. But you don't talk? There's no need. Oh. What's wrong, Lynn? What? Oh, nothing. The battlefield is no place for daydreaming. You'll get killed. Yes. I'm sorry. I was thinking of my grandfather. He was still asleep when I left Caelid, just when it seemed he was getting better. Why must these things happen to me? I don't want to lose him. Not another one. Well, enough of dark thoughts. Why don't you tell me a bit about yourself, Wrath? The Kutola tribe is quite large, is it not? Is it true that you have no enemies or all fear your leader, the Silver Wolf? Can't say. Pardon? I left Kutola before I was old enough to understand such things. For 15 years now, I've traveled by myself. And why leave your tribe? Oh, this is the Lucius Raven dungeon. Wrath, tell me the rest of your story, please. Why did you have to leave the tribe? The tribe diviner saw a bad omen in the stars. As the chieftain's son, I had to leave to prevent disaster. So he's King Oedipus? What disaster? Can't say. But the diviner did tell me I would know when the time came. He said I was born into this land to stop the burning, a dark flame consuming all. At the time, I was less than 4, without even the meats to survive. So wait, he said that was 15 years ago? So he's 18, basically? 18, 19? Said less than 4, yeah. Without even the means to survive, I wandered, not knowing right from left. The people of other tribes laughed and ridiculed me. I do not feel the loneliness now as I did then, but sometimes I remember. I have never felt so alone. I see, that all makes sense. When I first met you, I felt like we had something in common. Maybe it was because we shared the experience of being alone. Lin. Yes? You sure it's alright for you to be here? The battle's not over. You're right, but I don't feel I can leave you. When I'm with you, I feel safe. I can sense your strength. Lin. Please, Wrath, let me stay here just for a while. Fine. As you wish. Oh man, that's the Princess Bride version of I Love You. Okay. She ships with Will? Oh man, we got another Will and another Wallace. Two of my favorites. Lady Lindis, how fare you? Kent, I'm glad to see you here, but I'm fine. Did you doubt my abilities? Of course not, Lady Lindis. You know me better than that. Still, one can never tell what will happen on the battlefield. Please, take good care of yourself. Thank you, Kent. It's nice to know you're always looking out for me. But of course. I am the Lady Lindis' servant. It is my duty. Lady Lindis? Nothing. Nothing. Let us go, Kent. Milady. Lady Lindis. Kent. Is something the matter, Lady Lindis? Your sword seems unsteady. Does something trouble you? You know me too well. Have you been watching me all this time? Yes. I apologize for my imprudence. Still, how could I stand before Lord Housen should anything befall Lady Lindis? Kent, just because my grandfather is who he is, doesn't mean you should worry about me over much. I can do just fine on my own, like I did on the plains. Lady Lindis, forgive me for saying this, but you are not your usual self. Whatever is wrong? It's nothing, really. Might there be some way I can be of assistance? Kent, milady? Why do you stay with me, by my side? Is it because I am granddaughter to the Lord of Kalen Castle? Lady Lindis? You are... I am... I'm sorry. Please, forget what I said. Lady Lindis. It's weird. She seems more into him than he is into her in their conversation. Lady Lindis. Kent? Is there something about which I must speak to you? There is something about which I must speak to you. If I may. I really should be going. Please, listen. Kent. Unhand me. I am sorry, but I cannot. If I let go your hand now, I would regret it for the rest of my life. What? Lady Lindis, I would like to answer your question of the other day. I am here for you. Even were I not a knight, even were you not my lady, my heart would not change. Kent! So, I hope that you would forgive me. But I continue to stay by your side. Yes, of course. And not as Lindis, but as Lynn. Yes, Kent. Stay by my side, always. Dude, I shipped them so hard. Oh, man. Lady Lindis, are you alright? Will, you surprised me. What's the matter? I, too, am one of the Knights of Caelin, you see. As such, I must protect you as well as I can. Yes, of course. And how are you, Will? Are you unhurt? I am quite fine. Will, you seem much happier now than you did back at the castle. Why is that? It might be imprudent of me to say this, but something about this kind of expedition excites me. There are so many new things to see. Will, you are from Foray, are you not? Tell me, what sorts of place is Foray? It's under the rule of Lord Elwood's house, so I would think it peaceful, perhaps? Yes, it is a nice place. It is near the sea, and the smell of the brine rides on the wind. I have not been home in a long time. Parents are well, yes? Do you write to them often? Not that often, no. Well, that won't do. You should write them once. You should write them at once. That's an order. Dang. Dearest mother and father, I am sure you are both quite well as I write this. No, that's not how to begin. That's a pretty good start, actually. Will, what is it? You've been mumbling over there for quite a while. Lady Lindis. Well, you'd think I was a monster come to eat you. Say, did you ever write that letter? Actually, that's what I was about to do, you see. Will! Hey, it's tough, you know? I mean, I haven't been home in 5 years. What do I say? 5 years? Yes, well, a lot has happened. But when I met you in Bern, didn't you say you were on your way home? Hey, you remember that? Will! Come on, give me a break. Why should I go home? My parents don't care either way. Is that true? Huh? Nothing. Sorry for pushing you so. Lady Lindis? Lady Lindis, about that letter. It's okay. Really, you don't have to write one. But I must apologize. I didn't know about your parents. I'm afraid I have been most unforgivably rude. Actually, I ran away from home, together with a friend 5 years ago. We had a plan, the two of us. We'd get lucky, make a fortune. Both of our families would live in happiness. That was our dream. But things didn't work out that way, of course. My friend went back home after only a month. I thought I'd never forgive him, you know? How could he do that? He quit halfway. How could he respect himself after that? Of course, I was no better. I wandered for a few years. Finally, I came as far as Bern, but nothing ever changed. I was afraid to tell my parents, afraid they'd find out. After all, I was the one deserving no respect. Nothing ever changed? I would think that you realizing your own mistake was a big change. Lady Lindis. It's true, Will. Sane often told me that Will is such a miser, he'll not loan me 1 gold. What's the point in saving all the time? Gold's to be spent. And Kent, too, he said, Will is my best student, the most attentive by far. He's driven, that one. There's something he wants to please by becoming someone he wants to please by becoming a knight, I can tell. Oh. Stay in the Knights of Caelin until you've reached your goal. But I think your parents would like to hear that you are safe and well, more than seeing you as a knight years from now, or having you bring them mountains of gold. Lady Lindis, I'll do it. I'll write them a letter tonight. Yes, and Will, I'm sorry for pushing you. Not at all. I feel like I will owe you one until my dying day, Lady Lindis. Remember, a letter isn't enough. You need to go home. Yes, I will. Oh, I will. I thought he was saying his name. Alright, Wallace, let's go. Wallace. Lady Lindis. I wanted to thank you for fighting with us. It is nothing. I have sworn my body and blade to Caelin. It is my duty to aid the Lady Lindis. I was going to ask you how the Knights of Caelin have been doing. Have they been following the training courses in my Manual of Knightly Prowess? Yes. They're all giving it their best. All except that one crazy course in which they're supposed to circle the domain at top speed. What? Those weak-bellied wimps? How many times did I explain? Leave out one of the drills in the manual, and the good it has done will be for naught. But they're only human. Running full speed around the domain is impossible. With an iron will, nothing is impossible, my lady. At my best, I circled the domain thrice, in armor. You can't set one person as a standard for all, especially one as exceptional as yourself. Nonsense! Lord Hassar dismounted and ran the 3 laps with me, he did. Wallace, you knew my father? I knew him well. I knew Lord Hassar well, for he was my rival in all things. Tell me about my father. Phew. Good show. You wield a sword with grace. Good day, General Wallace. You've come so far in such a short time. Not only have you mastered the basics, but your progress beyond is swift indeed. I learned the sword from my father. Yes, it is true that Lord Hassar was good not just with the bow, but with the sword as well. I must become stronger, and not just for this battle. There is something else I must do. Perhaps, Lady Lindis, you speak of the bandits that took your parents' lives? My mother, my father, and the people of Lorca who died. With this sword I'll avenge them all one day, I swear it. How saddened the Marquis would be if he heard that a lady of Kalen was plotting revenge. You would have me forget? Can I forget the blood that was spilled? Can I forget my father? Never, I cannot. Lady Lindis. I am sorry, Sir Wallace, but this is something that I cannot forget. Lady Lindis. Do you hate them? The ones who did this to you? Yes, I hate them. Very much. They took my father and mother from me. I shall never forgive them. As long as they live, I can never move on. Lady Lindis. General Wallace? I had not thought to ever tell this to anyone, but I shall tell you, and only you. What is it? I haven't told you how I came to Bern. You mean you didn't wander here by chance? No, not by chance. I came to Bern for a reason. I had a purpose. A purpose? The bandits that used to live in the Televar Mountains. They are no more. I destroyed the bandits of Televar. Why? Why did you do such a thing? The bandits of Televar were my enemies. They were mine to... Lady Lindis, I killed them, but not for revenge. I want you to be happy. I wanted the single daughter of Lord Hassar and Lady Madeline to be happy. Lady Lindis, if you truly wished revenge upon them, you should be happy. Hatred can be strength. On the plains, you needed that strength to survive. But left too long, hatred can twist and consume you. The blood of your parents flows in your veins. That you live must bring them no end of joy. But for you to be filled with such hate, is this what your parents would have wished for? But I... My words now might not reach you, I know that. Still, Lady Lindis, listen. I pray that your heart will not be clouded. For you have the clear eyes of your mother, and in clarity lies beauty. Wallace like the best character in the game. Oh man, there's so many best characters in the game. Oh man, one more to go here. Except for his stats. he's basically like the guy version of Louise. He's like, oh man, he's awesome and like really looking out for everyone and really wise, but he sucks. I mean, Louise is, I guess, is pretty decent. I mean, she's probably better than Wallace as far as their respective classes go. Alright, Marcus Ostia's younger brother, reckless but loyal. He's worse than Louise in terms of stats, yeah. We'll do Lords last. We'll do Lynn and then Eloyd. These can fill a niche of using silver bows to blow up wyverns. And she's kind of like forced Sonya in that one chapter.
Oswin, I'm fine here by myself. Why don't you go help the others?
I'm afraid I cannot. I've orders from Lord Uther. My duty here is to guard you, sir.
Yeah, but it's weird. I mean, two guys like us, we gotta sit here looking at each other's mugs all day.
If you can bear it, Lord Hector, then I see no problem with this arrangement.
Right, sorry about that.
It's quite all right.
You do bug me though, you know.
Yes, of course.
Oswin, why you?
Lord Hector, this is a battlefield. Focus on the battle.
How am I supposed to concentrate now?
Lord Hector,
What is it now, Oswin?
I was watching you just now. You were in top form, I must say. I could hardly believe my eyes.
I see you finally opened those eyes of yours.
The way you wield your axe shows how hard you train. Tell me, where did you learn?
Where? In the ring, of course. You know I love that place. I used to sneak out of class for days at an end to fight.
So, you were fighting your peers in the ring.
Yeah, just don't let my brother know. Yeah, I had to threaten my teachers, too. Huh?
Ah, now I have you. I thought you might be disobeying Lord Uther. The brother of Marcus of Ostia fighting in the ring. What would Uther say were he here now?
Fine, I hear you. Just don't tell my brother.
Perhaps we could work out an arrangement. If you promise never to go fight in the ring again.
Fine, I'm out. Done. On my honor as a man.
Of course.
You ill-hearted old man.
Not that I'm correcting you, but I am only in my 30s. I would think ill-hearted gentleman more appropriate. Now I must be off.
30s? You must be kidding.
Lord Hector, how fare you?
Is it me or are our enemies getting stronger?
Yes. I'm afraid my armor saved my skin more than once today. Take care, Lord Hector.
Say, Oswin. Sorry to be such a burden, you know.
Pardon?
I know it's my brother's orders, but here you're stuck with me. I mean, it must be a drag for you, right? You let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Well, to tell you the truth, when I was assigned to watch over you, Lord Hector, I feared that I might not be worthy of the job, but I realized something over the course of this journey. While your words and manners may be coarse at times, you are straight and true in character, like a good arrow. I thank Lord Uther for giving me the opportunity to serve you. So, believe me that it hasn't been a burden at all.
Oswin, you sure?
I mean, that's good, I'm glad. Excellent, then I shall be honored to serve you further.
I was afraid it might have been making you look like an old man.
Huh? What was that?
Nothing, never mind. Wait, come along then. Let's go.
Good day, young master. How fare you?
Oh, Matthew.
I've heard you're quite strong, you know. But if there's anything I can do to help, don't hesitate to ask. Just say the word and I'll swipe healing bombs from our very enemies.
I might just ask for that later on, yeah.
Say, aren't you a bit hungry?
Now that you mention it. Should have brought some rations or something, I guess.
Leave it to me. I thought we might have need, so I packed some before we left. Here, I put it in your sack there.
Oh, that was thoughtful. I mean, hey, what are you doing putting it in my pack?
You were strong, young master.
That's not the point. Man, and I thought my bag was heavy before. You don't give your master extra to carry, got it?
But you always were so generous, my lord.
I oughta... Man, why do I get stuck with all the lame henchmen?
Young master, wait up for me. Young master, please wait.
What, forgot to take out the pepper?
No, not that. Why are you still upset about that? I mean, allow me to walk with you.
Matthew, what's gotten into you?
Don't you have duties in the back guard?
Why come up here on the front lines?
I can use a sword too, my lord.
Yeah, but...
Do not fear. I'll always have you to protect me should things turn sour.
Man.
My apologies, young master, but please allow me to serve you this once. I won't be a burden, that I promise.
It just never stops. Fine, if you want to help that bad, I won't stop you. But don't overdo it, you hear?
Of course, my young master. Young master.
If it isn't Matthew. You've got more pep in you than I'd have thought. Nothing compared to my lord. Yeah, but you sure have changed. And I told Layla that spies shouldn't be out fighting. Well, yes. I used to think that very proper myself. Instead of sweating, why not leave fighting to others, while I fulfill my duties behind the scenes? But since leaving on this journey, I've had what you might call a change of heart. Huh, you don't say. Great. Well, what say we spar a little, eh? My lord, please have mercy. A mere nudge from your axe would send me into flight. Never know till you try, eh? I got a grudge to... Rather, I've got to pay back what I owe. Call it what you will, I'm having none of it. Oh, it's not like you to bear a grudge so long, my lord. Enough chit-chat, let's go! But dang. Alright, it's all girls and then Ellawood from here. Beep beep beep. Huh? Huh? You say something? Guess not.
Yeah. Thank you for saving me. Do you remember me? I am Florina, servant of House Kalen. I said it! I did say it, didn't I? Huey, I said it! And now if I can say it to Lord Hector's face now, right? Come on, Florina, chin up. Take a deep breath. You have to speak loudly, remember? Just once more for practice. Breathe deep. Lord Hector.
Yeah?
Ah!
Say, aren't you one of Lynn's...
So sorry, I beg your pardon.
What was that all about? Am I some kind of monster?
Phew.
Hey! Let me go, you darn flapping horse! Yeah, you. You wanna play rough? Fine, I'll show you rough.
Huey.
Eh?
Did my Pegasus do something wrong?
This Pegasus is yours? Do wrong? He just grabbed my arm in his teeth and dragged me off. Wouldn't let go either. I couldn't do anything in front of Ellawood and the others. But now he's mine. I'll show him who's boss.
No! Don't hurt Huey! Please! If you must punish someone, punish me!
You can talk, and loud at that.
What?
You were always hanging around like you were going to say something. But whenever I went to ask you what it was, you'd run off. When I asked Lynn what to do, she said a big lunk like me should stay away from her friend. And you believe it. What's a guy supposed to do? So tell me what you wanted to say. I'm all ears.
Yes. Well, when I first met you, you saved me, and, thank you very much. I said it. I finally said it. Huey!
I saved you? Me? Saving you?
Yeah, yes. In Laos, my Pegasus, he fell, and,
Huh, don't remember.
I see, sorry,
I'm just joking with you. Of course I remember that. Huh? How could I forget you and that witless winged horse falling on top of me?
yes.
You know, I'd better keep an eye on you. Don't leave my side on the battlefield. Gotta keep you from getting into trouble.
Lord Hector,
Don't be crying. You know I can't stand sniffling. Uh-oh. Hey, we get the music change. Lord Hector! Yeah? Isn't there something you'd like to tell me? Really, there's no need to hold back. Huh? What are you talking about? Why, your words of thanks, of course. Why should I thank you? You yourself told me, Lord Hector. Stay in Ostia, someone needs to defend the homeland. Uh-huh. Yet I, in my thoughtlessness, have come with you. I've come all the way here for you, Lord Hector. I take a thank you. Or failing that, a bucket of jewels, anything will do. You want me to thank you for disobeying orders? To tell the truth, I find it hard to fight with you here. Really? The nerve of some people. I thought you would be more understanding, Lord Hector. Understanding of what? Why, I am the only sister in this army. Yeah, that's true, now that you mention it. Of course, a replacement would work just as well. Really? Must you taunt me so? What if I really did find a replacement? What then? Actually, I was kind of being serious. Hey, Sarah. Can anyone use a staff of Saint Elamine even if they lack the faith? What? Wait, you're making fun of me in a roundabout way. I never. Only someone like you could do such a thing. Can you even imagine the many nights I've wet my pillow with tears? Nope, I can't. I have been sensitive and delicate since I was born, you know. Not that I'd expect you to know that or care. It might surprise you to know this, but I am of high noble birth. Huh? You're right, I didn't know. You seem distant relation of one of those... You some distant relation of one of those nobles of Lycia? No, I am a full-blooded member of an Etrurian count's family. What? Are you serious? Very serious. You should be calling me Lady Sarah, you know, really. But since it's you, Lord Hector, I have been tolerating plain Sarah. Hard to picture. But I guess I'll take your word for it. Where's that count's family from? Well, that's what I'm not sure of. Huh? There was all this talk about family status and succession of titles and such. My parents decided to put me in an abbey when I was still a child. That's why I don't know the count's name or what my parents were like, but I'm sure they were gentle and beautiful people, both of them. But you've never met them. Yes, but look at me, their child. I'm sure you can imagine how striking my father must... Lord Hector? Was that a yawn? Hey, Sarah. That abbey you lived in was in Ostia, right? What of it? I was thinking, the only abbey left in the land of Ostia right now is the one that was rebuilt when my brother was made Marcus. Ah! So, that was the place? Yes, that was where I grew up. With the children who had lost their parents in the war, children from poor villages. It was an orphanage for those children too, you see. You know, I visited there once. Dismal place it was. After my brother donated money, it got a little better, true. Yes, I suppose. We were always short on food. The winters were cold with no wood for the fire and no warm blankets. But I was fine, really. I knew it was only temporary. I knew things would get better. Hey, calm down, no need to shout. I really am not the bloodline of the Etrurian Count's family, I am. I just can't meet them right now because of family issues. But someday, my true parents will come to welcome me back. My mother and father are truly kind people, who thought often of me, alone in the abbey. I'm sure of it. It has to be true. Sarah. What? Don't look at me like that. It is really true. Really, I'm... It's fine. I believe you. Come on, don't cry. No one doubts you are who you say you are. I know that. I know. Oh, alright. Good. Well, I should be going. I have to see if anyone's been injured. Sarah! If you ever need anything, you talk to me or Osmond. We're your family, or at least we are until your parents come for you. Hector! Right? So, let's go. You are a bit untidy to be a member of my family. But I suppose I can tolerate that, if I must. Yes. Hey, Farina, wait up. What? Ah, Lord Hector. I was just off to do battle worthy of my purse. Yeah, about that purse. I heard about the going price for Iliad mercenaries from a henchman. Usually they get paid by the battle, with no bonuses or anything. And he said 20,000 gold is way too much. But payment is determined by rank within the knightly order, right? At your level of ability, I'd say you're worth 2,000 gold tops. Never. I'm at 4,000 gold, I am. What's that? 4,000? So, what was all that about 20,000 gold, eh? Trying to pull one on me, weren't you? No, not at all. Never. I never do that. It's just, I've been underpaid compared to my ability until now. Look me in the eye and say that again. Well, and isn't this assignment a long-term one? I might need food for my Pegasus. Right, so what does a Pegasus eat? Carrots? Of course not. You would treat a Pegasus like a common horse? It is a horse. Wrong. Pegasi are noble animals, so they must eat noble carrots, you see? Like I said, carrots. No. Listen, I'll do the work I've been paid for. That should be enough, right? Now, watch me go. Hey, wait. Hey. Phew. Hey, Farina, we have to talk. Huh? What's wrong? Lord Hector. You seem tired. You should rest. Wouldn't want you collapsing on me. Like a certain other Pegasus I know. Ha! Don't try playing the kindly employer. You won't trick me that way. I'm not giving back the gold I was given. I'm not talking about money, you dummy. You know, you keep saying stuff like that. People are going to suspect you. What should I care, as long as I'm paid? Those who think clinging to money is wrong have never been poor. Well, that may be, but some things you can't buy with money. Why would I need anything like that? I must be off now. Murphy, let's go. Hey, wait. What? Whoa! Ow. So sorry. You okay? Even though you know I'm tired, how dare you make such advances? Hey, that's not it. Wait, I said I'm sorry. I mean, hey, you're the one that fell on me. That hurt. You and that Florina, man, I don't get it. My, you have venom enough for me and my younger sister, I see. Give me a break and get away from here. I see what's going on. You saw us three sisters, Fiora, Farina, and Florina, the beauties of Ilia. And you thought to take us all for yourself, didn't you? Don't make me part of your wacky fantasies. Oh no. All you nobles are the same. You treat us as mercenaries, as objects. Ah, come on, Farina. Man, that lady's got a screwy head. Oh, Farina's crazy fantasies. Maybe I overdid it. I feel so faint. Hey, Farina, there you are. About what you were saying. Eh? Farina? Hey, Farina! Farina, hey, you hurt? You awake? What? You just keeled over. Gave me quite a scare. You alright? Thank you. Thank you, I'm fine now. I'm sure I would have been fine even if you hadn't come along. You're a real charmer, you know that? Anyway, you should take it easy. Just ask me or one of the other guys if you need any help. What good would that do? Who's gonna help a mercenary like me? Would you? We mercenaries are pawns, bought for gold. It would be wrong for us to expect friendship from anyone. All we can trust is gold. There you go again. Speaking of going, goodbye. Hey, wait. What now? What? Let me go. Will you just calm down? You shouldn't be running around for a while. Just don't leave. I want to be here if you collapse again, eh? No, I'm leaving. You're just trying to make a case for lowering my wage. I keep telling you this has nothing to do with that. I can't just leave someone that looks ready to drop dead any second. Hey. Hey. Ready? This is no problem. I'm stronger than the others. I'm helping you because I want to, got it? So just you relax. Oh, alright. That's it. It's funny because, like, in their ending picture, Farina is, like, grabbing Hector's hand and pulling him along. Hector's ending picture with Lynn is a little... like, what? Alright, let's go! Almost done.
Hector, got a moment?
What's up?
Something I heard from Eliwood. You spar with him pretty regularly, right?
Yep, what of it?
I was wondering whether you'd spar with me, too.
You? I recommend against it. I wouldn't want to leave a scar on a little one like you.
Hey, just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I'm weak.
Nah, this isn't about being a man or a woman. Just, my armor's heavy riding armor, see? You don't have a horse. A swordsman such as yourself wouldn't stand a chance.
My,
I see it. I get it.
so you've judged my strength already, then?
That's not what I'm saying. Oswin once taught me during training a long time ago. Heavy cavalry and swordsmen are like water and... Hey, what's with that glare? Hector, I challenge you. You'll see, you'll take back those words. Whoa. Lynn. Lynn! What? I thought it would be disrespectful to hold back, you see. So I went full force, I did. But I gotta admit, I was surprised. Your sword arm, you're stronger than I thought. Why, thank you, Hector. For me, losing to you was a good lesson in my limits. Are you listening to me? I'm busy right now. I'm learning some new lunge and thrust patterns. Yeah, I thought you were standing different. What is that lunge used for? They say it's good against axemen in heavy armor. Wait, that's me! You got something personal against me, Lynn? We're friends, right? Of course we are. But this is about me, my limits. I can't be a burden to either you or Eliwood right now. I can fight, and I will get stronger. Lynn. Lynn. Hector. Say, Lynn, you remember when we first met? I do, I remember it well. It was when Caelin Castle was taken by Lord Laios. My grandfather had been taken prisoner, and you and Eliwood came to the rescue. Then, together, we fought the armies of Laios. Lynn, why are we together now? Well, because we're friends, right? Say, if you were much stronger than I was, would that make me useless to you? No, of course not. Fighting isn't everything on this journey, you know. If fighting was everything, what use would we have of Merlinus? Well, I suppose. You were strong. I can vouch for that. Just, I was stronger. Ha! What? You're too much. Saying that kind of thing with a straight face. You got a problem with my face? I've just gotta be me, you know? Yes, I know. Thanks. I didn't think you cared so much about how I felt. Was Hector gentler at heart than Hector looks? You've certainly done much for my courage today. I'm not this way to anyone, you know? What? The enemy. Let's go, Lynn. Don't lag behind. What? Wait up. You're the one with 5 moves. Alright. Oh boy. Last one to go. Hector and Eliwood. Dang, we already missed the sub 8. Ah, Eliwood, it's good to see you're still well. You expected otherwise? No, of course not. I knew you'd be fine. Hector, wait for a moment. What did you want? Nothing. It's enough to see that you live and are still fighting. Just wanted to make sure you weren't overdoing it with me not around. I should say the same to you. Me? Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm built though, you know? A little too much is just enough for me. But you've never been a hardy one, Eliwood. Nor are you used to travel. Go on too long and you'll collapse. We're all weaklings compared to you, Hector. Thankfully, wars are not won by strength alone, eh? We've been sparring once every 2 months since we were 12, and of 30 matches, 14 I've won. 14 I won, 12 I lost, and 4 were draws. Eh? I think not. I recall 31 matches, and even 13-13 split with 5 draws. Yes, well, you recall wrong. I am in the right. What makes you so certain? Whose snoring was it that shook the rafters in numbers class? Good point. Still, I'm touched you were worried about me. Now, back to the fray. Hey, wait! Blast. Something wrong, Hector? Was that a yawn I saw? Not the best battlefield manners. It's nothing. Just my dreams lately. Dreams? What kind of dreams? Laugh and I'll kill you. Alright. There was this man, a giant with a great beard, carrying a girl on his shoulders. The girl called to him, "Father," and she was smiling, happy. Then the father said to her, "Yes, my beloved daughter?" That's all, really. But it felt as though... It felt like a long-past memory. The man looked a bit like my own father, I suppose. But who was the little girl? Aye, she was a cute one. What color was her hair? Blue. And the man's hair, his mustache? His were bluish too. Then it is a vision of your own future. A great mustache, eh? Ha ha ha! Oh, he's gonna die. He laughed. You laughed. If that was my future, I'm not sure I like it. Why not? A girl that would be my daughter. She gets taken away by this boy that appears later. A boy with red hair! Yes, it was red. I'm sure of it. Don't get ahead of yourself. There are plenty of people with red hair. Quiet! Now I'm sure the boy was a Ferayan. No matter how close we may be, I'll not give up my daughter. Hector! Let's hope your dream doesn't come true, eh? For my sake. Uh-oh. Elwood dead. Hector, you still remember that time? What time? You know what was it? 10 years ago? When the lords of Lycia held the oath rites back in Ostia? Should one land of Lycia be attacked, all will fight as one, remember? While our parents were off pledging their oaths, we kids were in that one room. Yeah, I remember. We had to act in a manner befitting the children of nobility or some such nonsense. I just remember being stuck in there, having to sit in that chair, talking to whoever was next to me. Of course, did you know that Eric of Laos was on my right? Man, I heard more than enough sweet talk from that one. Oh, that's the guy I hate, right? That's the guy that killed Bartra in the first playthrough. Right. That was the first time any of us met, after all. He had no idea who you were. He just wanted to get in favor with the Lord League of Lycia. He was all mouth anyway, saying things like, let us join forces for the good of Lycia, and such. Then running when things turned sour. Oh, don't be too hard on him. When he jumped up, yelling about us swearing our own oaths, then cut his hand like that, no one else knew what to do either. Well, everyone's heard the stories. They all know it's the warrior's custom. Each cuts his own hand, then shakes hands with his brothers. What man wouldn't do that? Only one had the guts to meet him, though. You know, back then, I'm proud I took your hand. We are friends, sharing a life dream now, an ambition. When one is in danger, the other risks his life to protect him. That's why you came, isn't it? Because you remembered? Got no plans to break my oath. Not now, not ever. Likewise. Well then, let's live long and in health. But your son won't marry my little Lilina. I don't want to hear any excuses about not being able to come help me when we're old men. It's a deal. Stay alive, Hector. Deal. And don't you go dying before me either. I'd never forgive you. Oh, and time. Oh, man. There's another 4 hours. Gosh, dang it. GG.